All right.
Yeah.
Could you give me your name, a full name?
My name is Maesy Kitching.
Perfect. And we're at the Dog Records. So what does your company do?
We sell music, vinyl, records, CDs, cassettes. We sell movies to customers.
Amazing. Where did the idea come from?
Myself and the two other people who opened the store, we used to work at Sunrise Records. So when Sunrise Records closed their locations in Toronto, we were left jobless. So we decided to band together and open up our own store.
Great. I guess that answers the second question, which is how did your personal experience, education, and interests help you with your business?
I worked at Sunrise Records for almost 10 years. My colleague worked at Sunrise Records for 30, and then the other one worked at Sunrise Records for 3 years.
Wow.
So together we have a lot of experience.
That's great. And how has the business changed, evolved from the initial idea? Was this the initial idea?
This was the initial idea. I guess when I first started out in this industry, it was basically strictly CDs. So we had to evolve in that way where people started buying records. So we had to, change our format.
It's a trend now,
and,
right? So it's coming back.
Vinyl is back, so we had to change that way.
Great. Did you require an external investment to start?
We did, yes.
How did you raise funding from that venture? Did you come in there with a business plan?
Business plan, got a bank loan.
What motivated you to start the business?
The lack of job that we all had. We needed work, and then we all wanted to continue to work together because we worked well together. So the only way to do that was to open our own store.
What qualities, characteristics do you believe are important for a successful entrepreneur?
Hardworking. You can never stop working. That's basically it.
Okay. Wait. Block Toronto claimed you draw collectors out on a regular basis and you've been called a neighborhood favorite by many. How were you able to build such a successful customer base?
We were very lucky in the fact that we all worked at Sunrise Records, so we had that client base to begin with, which a lot of new companies don't have, but since we had our repeat customers at Sunrise who came just for us, we were able to...
If you could give credit to 3 of the most impactful experiences that lead you to where you are currently in your career, what would those 3 experiences be? You don't have to name 3, just anything that pushed you and you were like... Maybe a store was about to close and someone...
That's exactly what happened. That's why we opened up this location, because...
You had a different location.
Or this location in general, is that what you're asking?
Well, in general, in your an entrepreneurship experience, has there been something that built your character to where you are now? Something that you weren't the same working at Sunrise Records. Now that you're here,
definitely grown up a lot. Definitely. Sunrise Records was my first job. I got the job when I was 18.
Wow.
So. Now I'm here. Yeah, exactly. I actually started at Sunrise because I did a youth employment program, JVS Toronto, and I started off with Sunrise as an internship, which led me to
great to hear that.
Exactly, right?
So, within many creative industries, the term innovation is used extensively, and students are constantly taught by the phrase, "You must continue to innovate." How does this resonate with you? As an entrepreneur, do you feel like innovation is essential to work?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you give me an example of something that you thought was an innovative thing when it comes to this particular location?
This particular location was a pop-up shop. We were only supposed to be here till October. So in that short time, we just wanted to get as much community involved in this store, so our name was out there.
Pictures of it too. But
we're now here. We're yeah.
It worked.
Yes. because one, the community, they loved us. We're a safe space. We want to be a safe space for the community. And it's working out.
So how about like you got t-shirts here? Do you feel like that's something innovative, because not all like stores like HMV wasn't really selling t-shirts at first,
They did at the end, HMV.
At the end, because they were, but you see, you're starting with it basically.
I mean, as far as like all the t-shirts and stuff, Sunrise Records also did the same thing. We knew going into this company what sold, what didn't. I mean, but
Fair.
music industry is, I mean, it's always changing. It's always changing. So we have to.
And it comes back in circle, right?
Yeah, everything. I always use fashion as an example. It's like fashion always goes in a cycle, and it's exactly what's happening in this case.
Amazing. Where do you see this business in 5-10 years from now? Is there any business goals you'd like to achieve with it?
Well, we do want to stay in this area, although Toronto is a very, very expensive place. So, I mean, moving forward, just work on our client base, work on all that, get our name out there. Maybe open up a 3rd or 4th store, who knows? Maybe not in Toronto, maybe outside.
Montreal?
Maybe. I would love to do that.
I'm from Montreal, so
okay, yeah.
Side note.
Open up in Montreal.
So creating, developing, and managing a new business is a lot of like time consumption, and it's very draining. So how many hours a day would you feel like you work on average? Like how many hours a day?
8 to 10 hours
8 to
a day.
10?
Yeah.
So what's your like...
I mean, we made sure that we all get 2 days off in a week. Sometimes that doesn't work out, but for everyone to function, you do have to have that time off. You do have to have that me time. So we do try to plan it so we're not overworking, but 8 to 10 hours a day for every
like
shift.
a rundown of your day would be like, if you're working, would be just like get up, eat, come here, work.
Yes, exactly. I don't get a break. I eat right here and help customers.
Amazing. So enticing to be in creative industries. So Blogtio named your store one of the best record stores in the city. How have you managed to differentiate your business from the rest?
We want to be open to everyone. We want to be kind of known to be the friendliest store. A store that when you walk in, you get greeted. We say hi to every single customer, which tends to not happen at certain places. So I think that's it. Our customer service, we try to go above and beyond.
And the music industry, like the last question, has experienced a dramatic shift from analog to digital music over the past years. So how have you been able to rise above the shift to remain competitive with vinyl records when streaming services are like...
I mean, I think vinyl helped the music industry. It got people into collecting again. I mean, we always had that core base of people, but... I mean,
it's cool to have vinyl.
Exactly.
Which
is awesome.
Like people are getting books again.
Exactly. People have collections again.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Okay. Oh my God, thank you so much.